I would appreciate it tremendously if my dear editors could get this one out tomorrow morning, because it is, of course, at tomorrow morning when the Blizzard employees will be striking outside of Blizzard's campuses to protest the company's response to the... Wait, if this gets released tomorrow morning, that means that I will have released this before I release the actual video where I cover what's YouTube! Eventually a video will come out where I talk about... how horrible things are at Blizzard. We are talking almost cartoonish levels of monstrously inappropriate behavior and lad culture over there, okay? That'll come out soon, okay? Sorry, the video release to live stream scheduling is still something we're working on with the new behind-the-scenes video organization. Go sub to Voshpit. Anyway, more importantly, yeah, we're going to have ourselves a protest. Now, what are you doing? Please go away. The homepage. Really? You can't? Bloomberg, have you not enough money? Okay, we'll talk about the principle then, because I am not putting any more effort into that site than I have to. Anyway, as the Twitter says, collective action in the North American video game industry is rare because there are no unions. A representative for the Activision Blizzard employee group organizing the strike told Bloomberg they have not discussed unionizing. That may sound disappointing, but this actually seems like a natural progression. You have to understand, the reason why the video game industry doesn't have unions is because for many people working in it, they're working their dream job. It's very easy to convince a person to ignore problems in their workplace, whether that be crunch, whether that be mandatory overtime, whether that be horrific workplace culture, whether that be behavioral problems with the management. If you're being told that, hey, you're working at a video game company, that you're not working at like a 7-Eleven, you're not working at a Nordstrom, you know, you're working at Blizzard. Blizzard. In all likelihood, if you're working at Blizzard, you grew up playing Blizzard's games. You know? It's not you're not just an employee. You're in the halls of Olympus or whatever. And that leads people to put up with way more than they should have to put up with. You'll never find a job like this if you quit. You know, this is your dream job. This is your dream company. You grew up loving all this stuff. You can get away with so much more. And for that reason, the video game industry has been pretty slow to unionize, along with the rest of this horrible country. This is a good first step, though. Remember, worker solidarity is step one to realizing the fundamental imbalance in power between the working class and the management. Working class, I'm sorry, the workers and the management. Management can be part of the working class. Look, you have nothing to lose but your chains, okay? The point that I'm trying to get at here, very laboriously, is that maybe this happens and people realize, wow, we don't have to put up with anything and everything. We actually have the ability to improve our workplaces if we work together. Say they don't unionize this time, but they are able to extract concessions. How nice would that be? A positive step, to be sure. Maybe we don't go all the way, but we do get our foot in the door and we show people that, hey, if you're completely and totally fed up with the conditions of your workplace, there's something you can do. Maybe Blizzard does this, and other gaming companies, they realize that it's also possible for them to do this. You inspire people around you, and we should support them in doing this. Again, I feel bad with the video releasing this because this will probably come out before the actual... Look, just for those of you online, okay? I'm not expecting anyone in my YouTube viewership to strike break, but when you see discourse online, there will be a lot of people claiming that the people striking are ingracious, that they are unprofessional, that they're sensitive, that they are children unable to put up with the, you know, the stresses and rigors of modern workplaces. And all of those people are completely full of shit, and you can ignore them and you can make fun of them because, and I need to stress this, what's going on in Blizzard right now is so unimaginably and cartoonishly inappropriate that it's like they aren't throwing a strike over here because somebody's birthday party got missed, okay? This is not a situation where there was any acceptable justification for siding with management, okay? This is not an example of anyone being unreasonable on the workers' end. Jesus Christ, it is not. It was really, really bad. And we haven't even gotten the full, I mean, the lawsuit hasn't even started yet. When it does, we're going to see all this get dragged out into testimonies being provided in court because the state of California sued Activision Blizzard for their workplace conduct. So, yeah, we'll see it all play out. We have to support the workers. Not just because Blizzard potentially makes good games and we need to defend this company, but also because it seems like it'd be a cool thing to do. So, yeah, let's do our best. No, it's not just the management being bad, but the management do protect the bad workers. There are workers at Blizzard who are horrible, abusive, misogynistic pieces of shit, but stuff like that only flies when the company culture allows it to. Like, you couldn't have a bunch of weirdly rapey dudes on, like, the ground level and all the management be super duper, like, cool and not have them crack down on what's going on. That can't really happen, you know, unless, like, it was some, like, they're ignorant of it or it was some minor incident that they weren't made aware of. But this is years and years and years and years of sustained company culture, and stuff like that can really only exist with the permission of the management. How can you unionize against bad workers? You can't unionize against bad workers, but you can unionize to demand higher standards of company policy with regards to bad workers. And that way you get a management team that will deal with the bad workers for you, you know. You just have to demand more of management. And this is a case of management not doing enough. And in some cases, doing too much, just the stuff they did was bad. Anyway,